Hi guys, right, we're back on the rear of the car here, looking at the valance. Now, a couple of things I noticed. When I fitted this valance, the curvature on this bracket here was far away from the valance here. And the other thing that I noticed before when we were test fitting the subframe is the trunnions would scrape up and down on this plate here. So I don't know if this distance from this hole to this back plate seemed a little tight. Now it's non-structural, so all I'm going to do is just, well, I've already made a relief cut here. We'll do the same on the other side. And just knock this plate back a couple of mil, and then we'll just weld this up again here. What that will mean is the subframe will have clearance here, because the last thing I want is the subframe to be knocking on that that metal panel there. Here's one of these trunnions off the rear subframe, and the problem before was just fit that. We can see all the scratches up here. To fit that, it was scraping down there to try and get down to the holes. So now this has been pushed back slightly, and we've just put some weld in to join it back together. This should fit with a little bit more clearance. Now I'm just making sure that there's no weld around the bottom of this hole, which would be where this flat face contacts the panel. I don't want that pushed up by the weld. So I'm just relieving the weld to make sure this can sit flat on here. We're nearly there, we just need to take it back another mil. And yeah, and then that subframe mount will sit there, and you can see there's now a gap in between this and this, so it won't do that while we're driving along, because that could be a bit annoying. So yeah, I'll carry on grinding here. Okay, so I feel like that might be enough relief there. You see there's only a little bit behind the hole. Another little problem sorted out. That's both sides done now. Get the etch primer on there. So that side, and basically what that means is now the valance panel is actually nearly tucked up to that. So we'll obviously have to weld this all around here. I need to re-weld this flange down to the car floor, because I had to detach that to be able to push this piece back. Hello guys, working on the rear valance, basically prepping it to install. This being a 25, on the exhaust side doesn't have any rear lights or you know, fog lights or reversing light. So there's extra holes here. We're going to plug these up. Just been making out of some steel a little plug to go in there. So we'll get him welded in there, and then we'll weld up those two holes. They're too small, so we'll just fill them with weld and get that finished off and smooth, hopefully, on this side. So I've used the punch along, so I'm actually going to plug weld it, because the 3 thicknesses of metal, you see. So rather do puddle welds. Punched here, but I'm going to drill bigger holes further back where the punch can't reach, and also I'm going to actually drill these holes slightly into the next panel, maybe even through, so that'll be the boot floor thickness. Actually go through that, so that my puddle weld will go onto you know, the rear panel of the car. So you'll see that. I'll drill all these out, and then we'll go from there. I'll just quickly explain what I'm doing here. So maybe you can see these marks there, there and there. There are the equivalent marks to where the welds are that are already in place, spot welds between the boot floor and the rear panel. So that's what those marks are. Small ones at the front, they're just effectively tacking to tack plug weld the valance onto the floor. The larger ones, they're going to get drilled through, and I'm actually going to drill through this top, well, the boot floor panel onto the rear panel of the car, and then I'll puddle weld through this hole, through that hole onto the, it will join all three of them together. I would have just spot welded it, but the spot welder on the front of the car didn't seem to like doing all three thicknesses. So there's one last little bit to do before I can put this on, and that is on the ends of these panels here. I've actually put some top coat here, just some black top coat, but on the ends of these panels and over here on the inside of the closing panels, not any access, so we've got some Tetrasil in here, or wax oil, and I'm just going to put a coating of this wax oil in here and in here. So yeah, we'll do that, and then it will be just finish these drill downs and weld it on. Right then guys, welding it on now. So just to show you what we've done quickly, we took the drill, drilled down until you can kind of feel the tip of the drill just coming through on the panel below, not actually going through the panel, but just, you know, because the drill's got that angle on it, you can just feel the tip of the drill denting the outer panel. That lets me know I'm through the middle panel and that the weld should sink all the way through. So you can see, just use the holes and drill through. Make sure these holes are lined up as good as I can. They can always be reamed out. It's obviously a Magnum Valance, this one, so it was never going to fit perfectly, but this is going to come out all right. So we're just going to plug these welds now. Right then guys, that's us welded up, welded around here, and these are obviously all plugged. Oh, I've missed one. I'll grab him and then linish back, and then we'll have a look and see what it looks like. Maybe put some paint on, but that should be the valance done. I mean, there is a bit of deformation here, and at this end as well, so we'll do a little bit of filler work here when we do the prep. But yes, it's just trying to pull this panel tight into the closing panels has caused a bit of denting in there. Pattern parts, but we'll live with it. It is going to be right on the bottom of the car, so yeah, don't think it's going to be an issue at all. Right, let me get that welded and then I'll get it ground. Right then, that's the back valance on. I'm always, you know, left a bit disappointed really. Once I've finished, I want to show you sprayed up in grey, dark grey etch primer, and you can't really see anything. So just, I don't know, maybe they should make primer in bright yellow or something like that, so we could all admire our work a bit more. But let me bring you in. So, I mean, it's still drying here, but you see the plug welds. They've gone pretty well. That's not going anywhere. Holes here ready to take the fog light and the hole through from the inside. And my finger's just gone through for the cable. On this side we've got it all welded all along here. Actually used seam weld there. And then just welded at the top just welded at the top there, all the way along this edge. This gap in here I'm going to fill with Tiger Seal or something like that when I get onto that part of the job. For now, the wide shot, and I'll see you on the next one. Got a couple of plates to go on up here, and then I think the real next bit is the doors. So that's new door skins on the doors. Better make sure some doors fit in first, and then reskin them. Cheers, bye for now.